Good evening, my friends. Have you ever had a moment when life whispered or perhaps even shouted at you? A moment so potent, so vivid, that it begged for your attention? This is one of those moments. 777, don't ignore this message. What does it mean? It's not just numbers, it's a signal, a doorway, an awakening. It's a call to shift your perspective and start living with purpose. Because whether you realize it or not, life is constantly sending you messages. The question is, are you listening? Science tells us that every thought we think, every emotion we feel, sends out a signal of vibration that shapes the reality around us. If we ignore the signals life sends us, we remain trapped in the same cycles, living the same experiences over and over again. But if we listen, if we pause, if we tune in, we unlock the infinite potential that resides within us. Think about it. How many times have you felt the pull to do something different, to break free from the habits that no longer serve you? And how often have you ignored that pull because of fear, doubt, or uncertainty? This is your wake-up call. The time is now. You see, life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. When you shift your energy, when you elevate your thoughts and emotions to align with the person you want to become, you send out a new signal. And that signal begins to create new possibilities, new synchronicities, and a new reality. The unknown can be scary. It's uncharted territory. But that's where transformation happens. If you keep recreating the past, you'll keep getting the same future. But when you step into the unknown with trust, with clarity, and with the conviction that life is working for you, miracles happen. So today, let's make a decision, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Let's decide to no longer ignore the messages that life is sending us. Let's decide to break free from the old patterns, to elevate our energy, and to create a future that is not by default, but by design. This is your moment. The message is clear, 777, don't ignore it. What will you do with it? Thank you. Awareness is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. It's the ability to observe your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment, and to recognize the subtle cues life presents to you every moment. Most people live their lives in a state of autopilot, repeating the same patterns, reacting to circumstances, and missing the signs that are meant to guide them toward growth. But when you cultivate awareness, you step out of that reactive state and into the role of a conscious creator. Life constantly communicates with us, often in whispers, occasionally in shouts. These messages might come through a persistent feeling, a coincidence, or even a series of events that seem too aligned to be random. Yet many dismiss these signals, labeling them as mere chance or insignificant. In doing so, they overlook opportunities to grow, heal, and create something extraordinary. Awareness allows you to pause, to tune in, and to ask, what is life trying to show me right now? Awareness begins in the present moment. You can't change the past and you can't control the future, but you can choose how you engage with this very moment. By being present, you become more attuned to your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, and how they shape your external reality. The truth is, what you focus on expands. If you remain unaware of your habitual patterns, those patterns will continue to dictate your life. But if you notice them, you gain the power to change them. Science reveals that our brain is a powerful tool, constantly rewiring itself based on what we repeatedly think, feel, and do. Awareness is the first step in this process of neuroplasticity. By recognizing your triggers, patterns, and limiting beliefs, you create the space to choose differently. Instead of reacting out of habit, you can respond with intention. More than anything, awareness is a practice. It's not something you master in a day, but something you cultivate over time. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to see yourself in the world with fresh eyes. When you live with awareness, you open the door to infinite possibilities. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your destiny. Life stops happening to you and begins happening for you. Every moment becomes an opportunity, every challenge a lesson, and every whisper from life a call to step into your greatness. Change begins with a call, a nudge from within, or a sign from the world around you that something needs to shift. It's often subtle at first, like a whisper you can barely hear, but if ignored, it grows louder, showing up as discomfort, obstacles, or repeated patterns in your life. This call is not meant to punish or disrupt you. It's an invitation to evolve. Every moment of discomfort, every setback, every unfulfilled dream is a signal asking you to wake up. It's life telling you there's more for you than this. You are capable of greater things, yet many resist this call, clinging to the familiar out of fear, doubt, or uncertainty. The unknown feels intimidating, but it's precisely in the unknown where transformation lives. Answering the call to change requires courage. It asks you to step out of your comfort zone, to leave behind old habits, beliefs, and identities that no longer serve you. This isn't easy because the mind craves familiarity, even when familiarity keeps you stuck. But every great transformation begins with a decision, the decision to no longer settle for what is and to pursue what could be. The call to change is a gift. It's life inviting you to grow, expand, and create a reality that aligns with your true potential. It's a reminder that you are not a product of your circumstances, but a creator of them. When you embrace this call, you step into your power. You stop being a passive participant in your life and become an active architect of your future. The choice is always yours. Will you ignore the call and remain where you are, or will you embrace it and step into the extraordinary life waiting for you? Everything in the universe is made of energy, vibrating at different frequencies, including you. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs generate a unique vibrational frequency that interacts with the energy field around you. This isn't just philosophy, it's science. When you think and feel, you emit energy that influences what you attract into your life. Positive, elevated emotions like gratitude, love, and joy create high-frequency vibrations that align with opportunities, abundance, and growth. On the other hand, emotions like fear, anger, and doubt generate lower frequencies that can attract struggle or stagnation. The key to transformation lies in consciously shifting your energy to align with what you desire. When you match the frequency of the reality you want, you begin to draw it to you. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the law of resonance. Your energy acts as a signal, broadcasting to the universe and shaping your experiences. This process begins within. By cultivating awareness of your thoughts and emotions, you can intentionally raise your frequency. Meditation, visualization, and gratitude are tools to help you shift your energy. When you embody the feelings of the future you want, you become a magnet for it. Energy doesn't lie, it reflects exactly what you give out. Transformation begins with recognizing that the person you've been, your thoughts, emotions, and habits has created the life you're currently experiencing. If you want to create a new reality, you have to break free from the patterns of your old self. This means stepping away from the automatic behaviors and beliefs that have defined you for so long. The old self is a collection of habits rooted in past experiences and reinforced over time. These habits aren't just physical actions, they're emotional responses, thought patterns, and ways of being that feel comfortable because they're familiar. Even when these patterns no longer serve you, the brain prefers the known over the unknown. Breaking free requires conscious effort. The first step is awareness. You must recognize the thoughts and behaviors that are keeping you stuck. Are you constantly worrying, doubting yourself, or replaying past failures? These patterns are like well-worn grooves in your brain. To change, you need to create new grooves. Next comes intention. Change doesn't happen by accident, it happens through deliberate practice. When you notice yourself slipping into an old pattern, pause. Ask yourself, is this who I want to be? Then consciously choose a new thought, emotion, or action that aligns with the future you desire. This process requires consistency. The more you practice being the new self, the more your brain rewires itself. Over time, your new habits become your default state. You're no longer reacting to life from the old self, you're creating life from a place of empowerment and possibility. Breaking the habit of the old self is challenging, but it's also liberating. It's the path to becoming the person you've always been capable of being, someone who isn't defined by the past, but is actively creating their future. The present moment is where all your power resides. It's the only place where you can create change, the only moment where life is truly happening. Yet most people live anywhere but the present. They dwell on the past, replaying old stories and mistakes, or project into the future, worrying about things that haven't yet occurred. In doing so, they disconnect from the one space where transformation is possible, the now. When you live in the present, you step into awareness. You become fully engaged with your thoughts, emotions, and actions as they unfold. This awareness empowers you to make conscious choices instead of reacting from habit or fear. It's in the now that you can pause, reflect, and decide how you want to show up for your life. The present moment is also where you connect with your highest potential. When you stop fixating on what was or what might be, you free up energy to create what can be. In this state, your thoughts and emotions become aligned and your energy vibrates at the frequency of possibility. This alignment is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Practicing presence is transformative. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath, observing your surroundings, or engaging fully in the task at hand. The more you anchor yourself in the now, the more clarity, peace, and creativity you experience. Living in the present moment doesn't mean ignoring the past or future, it means using them wisely. You learn from the past, envision the future, but act here and now. The present is the only space where you can rewrite your story and direct your energy toward what truly matters. When you embrace the now, you unlock your power to create a life of intention, purpose, and fulfillment. The unknown can feel unsettling, but it's where the greatest possibilities for transformation exist. Most people resist stepping into the unknown because it challenges their need for certainty and control. Yet, staying in the familiar often means repeating the same patterns and experiences, leaving no room for growth or new opportunities. Trusting the unknown requires faith not in a blind sense, but in the belief that life is working for you even when you can't see the full picture. It's an invitation to let go of fear and open yourself to the infinite potential that lies beyond your current circumstances. The unknown is where creativity, innovation, and breakthroughs happen. When you trust the unknown, you begin to see challenges not as obstacles but as stepping stones. You stop clinging to the need for everything to make sense and start embracing the mystery of what's unfolding. This doesn't mean abandoning logic or planning. It means holding space for the unexpected and trusting that what is meant for you will find its way. The unknown is where you meet the version of yourself you've yet to become. It's not a void to fear, but a space to embrace, filled with endless opportunities waiting for you to step forward. Creating a future by design means taking full responsibility for the life you want to live, rather than leaving it to chance or the circumstances you're currently facing. It's about realizing that you have the power to shape your reality by choosing how you think, feel, and act in every moment. The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you consciously create through your thoughts, intentions, and actions today. Most people go through life on autopilot, responding to external events and circumstances rather than directing their own path. They allow their past experiences and current limitations to define what's possible. But when you decide to create your future by design, you acknowledge that the past doesn't have to dictate your future, and that every thought you think and every emotion you feel sends out a vibration into the world that attracts corresponding experiences. Designing your future begins with clarity. You must define what you want, what kind of life, relationships, health, or career you desire. Once you have this vision, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision. This requires shifting from fear and doubt to belief and confidence, and taking deliberate steps toward your goals, even when the path isn't fully clear. By consistently focusing on what you want to create and embodying the feelings of already having it, you rewire your brain and change your energy. Over time, the universe begins to respond, and opportunities, people, and circumstances align with your new frequency. When you live consciously with intention and a clear vision, you no longer drift through life. You become an active participant, designing a future that's authentic to your desires, potential, and purpose.